Next person has 5 books of hadith. That person will have his own opinion about which is better, which is wrong. Not. How many opinions you will have in a masjid when all of these people get together? Number 1. Number 2, on what platform you are going to keep all of these people together? He has his findings, he has his findings, I have my finding, everyone has his own findings. And we have different opinions about which of the Imams is correct in that regard. Number 3, if this confusion will continue, what will be the solution to it? How can we find solution to this confusion that a person who divorced his wife and then he finds that the ruling that says that she was not divorced is the strongest one, and after 40 years he finds another proof, he reads another book of, oh, I missed that hadith 40 years ago, all of these children are haram. This is what it is? This is what it would be. The point I'm mentioning is that if we just go by our findings and our information limited one that we have, then this is what will happen. Yes, we are not closing the doors. If there is a person, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed with the knowledge, and he has the time to go through all of these proofs of all the 4 Imams, now he can come and tell us that, brothers, regarding this topic, I have studied the fiqh of all 4 Imams. And I find after looking at all of these, I studied these books, and these books. After studying all of this, my opinion is that this is the strongest. MashaAllah, if this person have studied all of that in detail and he has all the understanding of the ruling of the Sharia and is not just depending on translations, he knows the proofs, he can understand the proofs, he knows the rulings and all of that detail, he gets to that level of ijtihad in different words, MashaAllah, do the ijtihad. But before that, to pick and choose, it will be just judging between the 4 without knowledge. Related to the topic?
Yes.
Okay.
In the times of the past, not only some of the political situations that arose that strengthened different schools. Now, today here, in many of the countries in the past before, most of the people follow a particular madhab. Everybody in that country is following the same madhab. And it was easy, because there wasn't much confusion, because everybody particularly followed that madhab because that sahabi or tabi or whatever came and brought that thing. Now here you have, this is the melting pot. You have everything here in America. This one's that, this one's this. And, when people came from various countries initially, different people came at different time with different madhab. How is a person to know how to choose one? How to choose which madhab they are going to choose?
Right. One question is now, since we have people from all different parts of the world and followers of all different mazahib, how should a person know what mazhab to follow now? Number 1, remember, it happened in the past also, like in Egypt. People used to follow 3 different mazahib in Egypt at a time. Shafi'i, Maliki and Hanafi. All 3 of them were established. And in fact, throughout the history, it seems that they had all 3 mazahib over there. And a good follower of all 3 of them. So, there were many countries that had mixed followers of different madhahib. The point is, if the question comes on choosing, if a person wants to choose how to choose, the easiest way for a person like us to choose is, see which of the madhahib that you have access to, that you can follow and get complete information about. Because today, if someone tells us, I want to follow a Maliki, he is not following any, he wants to start following Maliki, and there are no Maliki scholars around, where is he going to get that information about Maliki from? So get the one that you have access to, so whenever you have any ruling of the Sharia, any question about it, you can go and ask some people about it. And they have that information, so you can continue following it. You won't get stuck at any point.
Just one question. It sounds sometimes very confusing to me because of lack of knowledge. But isn't it that we give too much weight to it, to the madhab? As far as I understand, all of the 4 Imams, they had the same aqidah. There was not even a hair of a difference between their aqidah. So isn't it just that we're giving too much of importance to like, or should I do this, should I do that? Just because the aqidah was there, and I think for me who has no knowledge right now, I should work more on my aqidah.
If the question comes what to work on more, yes, aqidah is the most important thing in the Sharia. But when the question comes, should I just follow one or just keep on finding anything that I find from anywhere I find, then a person should be certain of what to follow. Because as I said, otherwise people are living in life of confusion. I have heard it so many masajid, so many places where people will say, really, we are tired of that. Of what? Of it. You know what does it is? Following the Sharia. Because someone says halal, another person says haram, someone says this is okay, someone says this is not okay, we don't know who to follow. I tell them, it's your fault. It's your fault because you don't know who to follow, what to follow. You come and ask me, you leave me loose to give you my opinion. And I start doing my ijtihad, give you my opinion. Next person comes, you let him loose too, and he gives you his understanding. Third person comes, he gives you his understanding. So as many people you will have, those many opinions you will have, you will be always confused. You don't know who's right out of all of these. They all sound great people. And the flyer said he's a great scholar, the other one was a great scholar too. You don't know how to choose. Really. So therefore, if a person would not limit himself or limit the person that he's asking to that one particular way of answering it, you will always be confused. So if you come, for example, to me, you tell me that I'm a follower of Hanafi. Tell me the ruling about according to Imam Hanifa. You go to the second person, third person, fourth person, ask 100 people if you want. If they would give you the right answer, if they are trustworthy people, the answer will be the same. But if you let the person lose, it will be confusion. One will say halal, the other will say haram, the third one will say makruh. And they will have all kind of opinions. The reason is because they are just giving you their opinion. They are giving you their opinion. And if we follow, we will follow their opinion. So whoever will come, we will be following their opinions. And this is a lot of people that are following deen, really, they don't know where it came from. Because I got one from one scholar, visiting scholar. I got 10 masail from him. Then 10 masail from the next visiting scholar. And 10 from the third one. And it became just a bunch of questions that we asked people. And I don't even know who said what at this time. But I know one of them said this. The other one said this. I'm going to follow this one and this one and this one. It's only confusion. In order to take over this confusion, this is the only way. The person limits himself. Number two, what normally happens is, when people study this fiqh and hadith in the light of fiqh, you see most of the time people talking about just about 4 or 5 masail. Oh, how about raising the hands during salah? How about reciting the Fatiha behind the imam? How about saying Ameen loud and low? Few questions that are always considered the whole fiqh. In reality, this is nothing. These are issues that were already discussed in detail by all the fuqaha. They are solved. Just study that, follow whatever you like and whatever you see over there. The thing is, salah consists of hundreds of rulings. The person doesn't know no other ruling of salah. May not be even doing the salah correctly. But he wants to argue about Ameen. Why? So this is another issue that became really a big issue now amongst us, that we chose 5, 6 issues and that became the whole deen. As soon as the topic of taqleed, of a'imma, of not following or following comes, these are the only issues that will come up. That okay, there is a hadith that says this. Brother, let's go and look at your dealings, that the trade, the business, your dealings at home, your relationship with your wives, your huquq, your responsibilities, your responsibility toward your children. All of these are part of the same fiqh that you're discussing here. Do you know anything about those? No time. Because these are the only 5 issues he thought were the complete deen. And within these issues, what happens? Every person today comes up with a booklet. The Salah of the Prophet. Okay. Is he right? Yes, he's right. Another person comes with another booklet. Salah of the Prophet. Third person will come with another booklet. Salah of the Prophet. All three of them are salah of the Prophet. You read each book, it tells you a different way of offering the salah. Is any of them is